Here I am, live for the fifth day in a row. Right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Ooh, that's a record. With my Christmas mug. Peace on earth. Very good quitting height. I'm having some iced tea tonight. Some iced tea. I went to my first Zoom meeting. I'm here to chat about it. It was a little bit cray-cray. A little bit crazy. You've been to one. Hey, Marlene. But yes, did her first Zoom Weight Watchers meeting. It was, you could hear background noise. You could hear people's television. You could hear people clanking their iPads or their phone. You could hear people yelling at their kids. You could hear people talking to other people. Hey, Lori. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. I felt bad for the person running it because, and she has the control. She can mute everybody. So I'm not quite sure why that didn't work. But what I did learn is how fun. Hey, Linda. How fun would it be to do a tea with D there? That's what I was thinking. Have, oh, you guys could chat. And there's like a little thing, like, you have to, like, finally, like, it took me about 15 minutes to navigate the bar. There's a, where you could raise your hand, you could unmute yourself, you could turn your camera off. You could, there's a like a type chat. It's, no, well, it's not, this is a little bit easier. There you have to go to the bottom, and they have like an unmute, uncamera, and then there's a three dots, and there's where you can hit the chat. You can see the participants. You could chat individually. You could chat as a group. You could talk out loud if you unmute your microphone. You could. I talked out loud. Hey, Renee. So it could work if people, if she knew what, like, I don't know if it was her fault or like why they couldn't mute everybody is what I didn't understand. How's everyone doing? Hey, Phyllis. I mean, and you have to be like this kind of a chat. Hey, Denise. No time no see. Is very quick, so you really have to be on your game. You really have. Patrick, can you put that light on over here? This one. You can shut the other one off. Thank you. Yes, we are socially isolating. You have to be able to keep up with the chat, and the chat can go fast, and people don't realize that you're one or two people because she had somebody reading her chat, so it goes fast. That's definitely. Yeah, I thought she was able to too because she said it, but it wasn't. Hey, Ruthie and Arthur's adventure. Oh, you had the flu last week. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Yes, you do see if you're allowed, like if you allow it, people can see you. You can just swipe over, you can see everybody's face, and this is funny. See, I'm like they're like kind of like. At least I was like trying to look perky and smile, because knowing that people can see me. Glad to hear it. Yeah, have a little bit of an allergy attack. Hey, Diane. Yeah, it's better than nothing, and I think it could work once they get used to the platform and once we get used to the platform because it's not just them. We have to, like I said, she was yelling at her son, and it was a little bit loud. So we all hear that. Like, you don't realize that you're being seen and heard, and it was kind of like, oops. You can't yell at your kids. Like, it's like me yelling at my kids when I'm on here. You'd hear it, and it'd be kind of, or they hear somebody's TV was real loud. That was distracting. So, and like if they move their device, you could hear all this shuffling. So, like, if I were her, I would just, like, in the beginning, just say, you know what? Go in a quiet room. Don't be talking to anybody. Don't be moving your device all around. And, it's the first, for me, it was my first one, so I'm sure it'll get better. Yeah, go get them. That's right. Maybe kick some butt here. Yeah, I don't, and yeah, she had the power to mute everybody, so I'm not quite sure. But yet, you could unmute her mute. Like, she couldn't lock it. She could put it in, but you could always untake it off. Oh, I do my fair share of yelling, that's for sure. And people, like, I talk loud, and don't yell. I'm not yelling, I'm Italian. I'm always loud. It's always how I've always been. But how's y'all doing? Oh, I say y'all. How y'all doing with this social distancing and being, you know, locked up? I mean, not that I'm locked up, but there's really nowhere to go. I work from home a few hours in the morning. It's not even that busy. You update the web page, you send an email out. It's kind of like, stressed. I think we're all just like that's what I said. She asked how we're doing and what are you feeling, and I said stressed, and so I was able to talk. I said I'm just stressed about the unknown. Renee's from Texas. You work from home anyway. How'd your husband do, Renee? Remember he had surgery? I think that was you. I talk to so many people sometimes I don't even, I always feel bad if I don't remember, but sometimes names all go together. But I think it was your husband that was having surgery. Oh, good. I cut it right. But yeah, it's like the unknown. Like, you just don't know. And it could go real bad, or it could, it's just people. And then they were showing on the news the people down on spring break on South Beach. There are hundreds upon hundreds of people down there. I mean, thousands. And they're partying like, and here we are just trying to stay within 10 people. And there was, it was a lot on the beach. They're young, of course. Young people think they're invincible. Oh, this is too weird. We're not gonna listen. We know it's wrong, or we know it's not gonna affect us, and it does. Lori is trying to decide if I should screw work and stay home or work in retail pharmacy. Yeah. And that's one of those essential places. Like, they will always probably be open. Yeah, they think they're invincible. They have no idea. Crazy kids, exactly. Hey, stepping! Oh, Elizabeth, sorry to hear that. Yep, always open. That's considered essential. I know, Renee. When I woke up yesterday with a scratchy throat, and I didn't go in. Yesterday was our last day to be in school. Not the kids, just the faculty. And I'm like, what? I don't feel good, and you feel weird going in because I think it's allergies, but do I know for 100%? No, I don't. And you don't want to upset people, so I thought best I just stayed home. Yeah. People are irresponsible. But yeah, I haven't had a fever or anything, and it feels like allergies. The allergy medicine helps. So I'm not coughing. I mean, I have a runny nose. I've been sneezing, and the throat's just a little bit scratchy. So I upped my vitamin C and took my zinc, and I'm not any worse. So I think that's a good sign. Linda is finding it hard not to eat all day. Food is too available. Ain't that the truth? I was having that at the beginning of the week, and also figure not having to weigh in at a workshop. Not that I don't have to weigh in here, because I do, but I don't have the coach and the guide to have to answer to. So I kind of said to myself, it doesn't matter. I still have to get weighed, so I have my husband weighing me. He doesn't know that yet, but yes, he's going to weigh me. I'm going to snap a picture. Keeps me honest. I think maybe that'll, last couple of days have been better. I've been much more on plan. Like I did have a small piece of St. Joseph's cake tonight, about 2 bites, maybe three. It was delish. And I'm telling you, I think to myself, those 3 bites. I mean, yeah, would I have liked to eat the whole cake? Sure, I would have. Sure, I would have. But 3 bites are better than not having any. So I kind of look at it that way. Hobbies. Renee, we probably both have allergies. I don't have hobbies. My hobbies is cooking. Cooking and baking, probably. But that was one of the things had I not been feeling like crap, I was going to start organizing because I thought this would be a great idea to get out of the kitchen and go up, maybe organize my socks. My socks are in a disarray up there. Go down and get some new recipes out of my cookbooks. I got, as you see, my cookbook collection. I have a SCADS. That'd be a great time to find some new recipes to tweak. But I like to do, Sharon, I am a TV binger, and I just created a list because somebody asked me for my Netflix binge. So I have about 12 shows or series that I really loved, and I'm going to post them on my Facebook group. If you're not part of my Facebook group, you should be, because you can see post my binge list. And see the dog, hear the dog? Because we had a bunny give birth. So there's babies all over the yard. And he's going out of his mind insane. No, he can't go out. He's just going to pace around the thing. He's just going to bark. Yep, in fact, I've been sitting with this up my nose all day. And somebody said when you have this, you don't have a runny nose, so. The whole cake would be better, but I'm happy with the 3 bites. Oh, well, you know what? Stepping, homemade zeppoli. Can you shut that, please? I think I'd cave too. That's good. Elizabeth, walks are really good. Oh, Lori, I was in Zoom and people were talking, TVs were on, people were yelling at their kids, and their microphones weren't muted, so it was a little loud. And moving you could hear them moving their phones or their iPads and making all this noise. Too much noise. Oh, this is driving them. There's 2 cute, adorable little bunnies. Those are adorable. They finally popped out. He's been sniffing them for weeks. Oh, they're just this big and they're so stinking cute. Oh, he thinks you're perfect. Well, my husband is. I'm not perfect, number one. But you have to understand, now that I'm at the weight I am, I wouldn't have let him see me at my top weight. He never knew what I weighed till I lost about 70 pounds or 80 pounds. Oh, I love to bake too. No, he was scratching up the door to get out to the baby bunnies. He's a Yorkie and a Bichon. So the Yorkie loves to go after the rabbits. Oh, he digs. He dug up a mole one time. I will gladly be your online meeting. I was thinking, I mean, if you have been in Zoom, wouldn't it be, I don't know if it would be fun to do maybe one night of tea with D in the Zoom. Like all you guys can talk. I thought it was really interesting. If, like I said, if it works, it could be really good. But this was, and like I said, nobody knew what they were doing. The coaches, they were kind of here and there. And I get it. So it's their first time. It's going to take a while to get the glitches out. That's awesome, Lori. Yeah, he is a very precocious Yorkie. It's funny. He's all about the digging, and then there's some where then he pulls in his other side where he just wants to be a lap dog and sit on your lap and snuggle. So I always say he's bipolar. He's got 2 different personalities. Linda says, did you see the pamphlet they give out, and was she able to stay on topic? No, you did not. She didn't mention the pamphlet or the topic, because the topic of the week is emailed to us on Sunday. I actually printed one I'll do my same vlog on Saturday. Like after I get weighed in, I will do a vlog. So I have the topic and the recipe. Of course, the recipe is weird. It's corned beef and cabbage. Like that should have been out last week. Hey Barbara. She couldn't stay on topic, Linda, because she couldn't hear, because there was so much background noise. So you couldn't even. Then she started talking about your why. I am not feeling any worse, Barbara, but I'm still, Not feeling like myself. Let's put it that way. She tried to mute people, but I don't know if they were just unmuted or I don't know. Yes, he Diggs loves squirrels. He's yet to catch one, but he's come pretty close. And with his back, I don't want him out there. All he does is run from one side of the greenhouse to the other for the babies, back and forth constantly. So I don't want him to stress himself out. They did. I mean, she kind of did in the beginning. Was like she kind of went over the buttons and where they were, but and she tried to. She's I could. Somebody said mute everybody. She says I did, but if she did, we wouldn't have been able to hear anything. So I'm not quite sure what was up with that. I do. They're adorable. I was out there talking to the bunnies. They're sweet. I love bunnies. My dog. But I do. Oh my god. Oh, I tell you how cute they are. They're this big and they're so sweet. They always look like little stuffed things. They're just adorable. Yeah, he's a hot mess. I mean, he's gone through a few nests since he's been here. One bunny in particular put her baby nest in his outside kennel. I didn't know it at the time. He doesn't always go in there. That's this place we could lock him up if we need to because our yard's pretty big. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, we saw one pop out. Hey, Esther, it's awfully late for you, girl. And one had popped out, and I had to put like a barricade up. But he dug under the barricade. So he got to each bunny. I think he went through 4 that year. Yeah. It's a good season for Bailey. No, the bunnies are not my pets. They're just cute, though. They're wild bunnies. Vampire, yes. Esther doesn't sleep. She gets up this time. Oh, he's cornered squirrels on. We still have our swing set up, our old wooden swing set. We really needs to come down. Well, they go up there, and he just sits there under it, and they run from one side. He runs, so they have literally had to outrun him. I'm telling you, he's come this close. I'm afraid they're going to bite back because they're nasty. The bunnies won't. The bunnies just they don't fight back when he gets them. And he always gets them in the butt because they're trying to go under the fence and they're too fat. Usually gets the big ones and right in the butt. I've had to wrench many a bunny out of his mouth. Yeah, fun me. These are not my pets. They're the wild bunnies. So for some reason they don't know he lives here. You think they would have smelled him by now? Yeah. So there's 2 babies out there. They had a baby under. We have like a screen, like a house out back, like a pool house. You call it. It's just a little house for storage and stuff. And yeah, between the groundhogs that live under there and the bunnies. Yeah, gotta love the country. Other than that, but yes, I was at the Zoom meeting. It was a little bit chaotic, a little bit loud. I just love the lady girl that was letting out our kids. That had to be the best. And the TV. You hear the TV. That was, and you hear people saying, mute your TV! You need to leave the room! Oh, because some people are just not nice. I mean, it's their first time. You know there's going to be a learning curve. But it is what it is, and that's all it is. Everybody give Dish with the a thumbs up. I have 4 thumbs up and about 18 people here in the chat. Oh, you have swans? Oh, Esther. That sounds lovely. Swans. We have geese sometimes. They're not in my yard. They fly overhead. We've had a wild turkey. Not deer. Deers don't come in my development. Wild turkeys do. Squirrels, bunnies, groundhogs. Groundhogs are not nice either. I like the idea of the swans. Do you have like a lake in the back there, Esther? That sounds delightful. Very peaceful. But, yes, I'm still using my Christmas mug. It's a pretty color blue. And I guess it's Christmas. It says, peace on earth. Vultures. I see the vultures when there's something dead. And then they're always flying overhead. Yeah, so they call them the chicken hawks. That's what the people around here call them. Grosses me out. I didn't know that. All the swans in England are owned by the Queen. Wow, I didn't know that. That sounds delightful. She owns a lot. Does she feed them too? Oh, you're not the only one. I like my mugs. Hey, cheese lover! Haven't seen you since you got moldy. How's it going, cheese? Yeah, it isn't. I tell you, Esther, she comes up with some interesting tidbits. I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in. Everybody's home. Yeah, I would like if it was just me at home, me and the dog. That'd be really fun. Everybody's home. Hooray. I mean, good thing is I don't have too many bad things around. But still, munching is munching. Like I said last night, and I had another one today. I peeled an apple, and I cut it with the apple peeler, and I put it in a bag and put a tablespoon of PB2 and shook it up. This time I used chocolate PB2. It was delicious. Right now he is. He's a sole proprietor. He sells hearing aids. So right now he's still in and out. He had a few appointments because people are just, you know, so yeah, he doesn't, tomorrow he's not going in, but he was in there today for a few hours. Yeah, they don't, and it's funny, Cheese Lover, they like their schedule. It's like there's, some kids just need that structure, and when they don't have it, it's like, it's chaos. Wow. People need to hear. He's considered essential. That's what he read. He's considered essential. Wow. Ezra said Israel is now completely shut down. No one except healthcare workers can leave their homes. I hear things are better in China. I think I did hear that, but you have to remember they had their thing in what before Christmas. So Tim, my son in college, they just officially closed the school for the entire year semester. He was supposed to go back April 5th or 4th, but they said it's done for the year. So he has to go up this week and clean out his dorm. It is really good. What I used to do, Lori, is I would just reconstitute it and dip it. This is so much easier. You just pop it in dry and shake it. So much easier. Hey, Patricia. They're total lockdown. Yeah, I mean that's just good because people aren't. They're not heating. Oh, you do absolutely have to be able to get his meds. Yeah, the kids are always excited in the beginning, and then they do get bored. Yep, Marlene, I hear you. Oh, so Italy has surpassed China's death toll. Yeah, that's the true Esther. Somebody said that they think that well, I of course speculating this is what they said though. They think the Chinese developed this. That's interesting. Hello, Kim Bedgood. Oh, Renee, it's the bomb. Oh, I know. In fact, it did leak out of the bag a little bit. Oh, I know. The college kids eating me out of house and home. When's lunch? When's breakfast? When's dinner? I'm like, go to the dorm and eat. It's like it's closed. Well, I always peel my apples, so I think it's all right. Thanks for popping in, cheese. Have a great night. Hope things get better. Don't think that they are, but oh, Renee, I'm gonna hear. You're gonna. It's really good. I used the plain one yesterday, and today I used the chocolate PB2, so it's delicious. It's just different. You know, like you just try to spice it up because, sometimes we feel like we're in a food rut, you know. No, you don't need to peel the apple. I just don't like apple skin. I'm one of those, that's how I've always been, so I always peel my apple. I know. Let him cook for me. Yeah. I haven't gotten that sick yet. I don't eat the peel. I mean, I have. If I didn't have, like, if I was out and I brought, like, when bring my apple to school, I eat the peel because I'm not going to peel it at school. And I'm not going to peel it beforehand because it'll get brown. But no, I eat the peel when I'm out. But if I'm home, I peel it. Oh, how is the almond PB2? I have yet to find that, Esther. Is it any good? Is it worth buying? Yeah, Renee. The whole thing gets coated, so yeah, I definitely like it. Yes, Linda, you should come to my. I've been live every night for the past 5 days. It's snowing in South Dakota. Oh, 2 to 4 inches. Wow. Marlene, I've saved that caramel apple salad. I have not made it yet, and I have the butterscotch pudding. So it's on my to-do list. There's yes, Prep Whisperer on YouTube. She made this caramel apple salad. It's really good, and I looks really good anyway. And I've yet to make it. Well, I didn't think about cutting them. I would give more surface area for peanut butter. It's a nice change. Oh, I've heard of it, but I've heard different people have different opinions. I was curious. So Esther liked it's a nice change. I've yet to. I mean, Amazon of course has it, but I was trying to find it locally, like maybe like Sprouts or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, but nobody seems to have it. Oh, Marlene loved it. I need to get me powdered almond butter. Yeah, she's not saying because it's me. Well, I appreciate it, Esther. I appreciate when you pop in. We love hearing your stories from over there. Ooh, yeah, that the caramel apple salad, Kim, been good, or the cheesecake pudding on top of the apples? Hey, Eleanor. Oh, I think it would be good. Lori, I think putting butterscotch pudding mixed anything would be good. You know what I had for breakfast this morning? Powdered almond butter does sound good, but I've heard different things. Jolly good night, Esther. Thanks for popping in. I get the flavored ones from the powdered peanut butter company. Linda, I had given you some a while back. I don't know if you remember. They're a little pricey and they are higher in points. Would I buy them again? Probably not. I mean, they were different. I have banana bread, I have birthday cake, I have almond, chocolate almond bar, coconut donuts, and pumpkin cheesecake. Yes, they were good. I don't know if I'd buy them again. They were a little bit, like I said, they're a little bit pricey and 1 point higher. They're 2 points a serving versus 1 point. I am sometimes point cheap, but it just depends on my mood. I mean, yes, it's online. It's through the Powdered PB Comp. I think it's Powdered PB Co. Co. Powdered PB Co. I don't have points left either. I had a piece of St. Joseph's cake. And I was vlogging another day in the life of Dee. So today on my video, which I haven't uploaded yet, I go through my olive oil and vinegar collection. Yeah, I had about 30 bottles. I'm embarrassed. But I'm a little bit embarrassed. Yes, have dessert tea. You can come out. You won't be seen. It's the phantom. Dessert tea is my favorite. And if you don't know, I love the Davidson's vanilla cream spice. If I have not mentioned it, I'm having regular iced tea tonight. Yep. Trying to hide. See, my family's very like, hey, Yay! Fricky Fit Wolf is in the house. I used all my points on St. Joseph's cake. Well worth every one that I gave it. It's time to go to bed. Yep. I mean, though some people are from the adage of, well, that's what weeklies are for. I mean, if I was hungry, it is what, 7:30, and I was really hungry. I'm not really hungry now. I would have like some popcorn, or I would have a piece of the apple with the BB2 because it's only 1 point. So yeah, I would have that. Or yeah, mostly or banana or maybe some of the banana bread. I could have half of one for a point. In fact, I have 2 ripe bananas, so tomorrow I'm making some bread. I found one of these. This was given to me by one of my students when I was in preschool, and he's now in 5th grade. And this never fit. He went to Cancun, and he bought me this bracelet, and it never would fit. Now I can get it on with it closed. So, 9-scale victory for me. Robbie's having a bad day. Oh, yeah. Robbie's can't go to work. See, but I don't know even to say it, but they claim we're going to get paid because I haven't been to work. I have been working from home, but I'm curious. They claim that there's money out there. That's what they say. They say you're going to get paid. That's what I've been told. Now, my son who works at Kohl's, they closed Kohl's down today, and it said on the thing that you will be paid. So if people are going to be paying people at Kohl's, I think everybody should be paid. The candy apple salad is 0 points. Oh, Marlene, you strike me again. I might just have to make that. But yes, if you guys are interested in trying the Davidson's vanilla cream spice, which I highly recommend, I do have a link in my description box for 20% off. I thought they had to, because they can get reimbursed, because here's the funny part, Robbie, and I should say funny, but I never get paid when I'm off, because I'm part-time at the school, and they never pay me for anything. I work at a private school. I'm being paid, so I think if I could be paid, I can't imagine that you wouldn't be paid. Oh, the recipe, it's on Prep Whisper. Let me see if I can find it. Because that's what I do for you guys. I will search while I am here. Let me just go to YouTube. There we go. I'll see if I can find Prep Whisperer's candy apple because she does a good job. Anybody ever watch Prep Whisperer? She's a Weight Watch. Coach. P-R-E. Prep Whisperer. Candy apple. Here, so I must have looked it up already because it comes right up. Here we are. Freedom on a budget. Here we go. I'm going to give you the link because that's what I do. Take care of my people. This is a full stop dish with D, Hold on. Oops. I'll do it this way. This is if I go down. I'll just snag it here. Copy. And come back. Don't. No. Oh, I forget you don't live in my town. Because Jersey passed a law that even part-timers get sick pay. I have to build up to it. Every 40 hours, I get an hour of sick pay. So, that's a New Jersey thing, though. Hey, Linz. I'm going to have to look that up, Robbie. You might, I don't know, but there's got to be a way. That's the link for Prep Whisper 0 point candy apple salad. I love Kim. She's sweet. She'd be a good coach. There's some people I'd be like, no, they couldn't be my coach, but she's pretty good. Oh, Lori, well, you guys are the best. I always say I got the best subscribers on YouTube. No, Rob, the chat has been down all week. It's a tough time, and that's why I kind of went daily because it's a lot of stress we're under. Life's hard enough, and now we got this thing going on, and It affects your eating. It affects how you feel and what you do. And if coming on here every day for an hour helps people talk, get away from it for a while. I mean, you can't get, like I always say, good, good or bad, it'll be there when you get there. It'll be there if you get off of here. If you, get distracted for a few minutes. I mean, life, I always tell my boys, life sucks pretty much all the time. And life sucks the life out of you. It is devastating. It is, because there's people, like, here's the thing. All right, we're not going to get paid. But bills are still going to expected to be paid. The rent still due, the electricity still due, your phone still due, your car payment still due, your car insurance is still due. So it's like nobody's coming in to me, but I still have to pay it out. You should, Robs. You definitely need, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, and food is a comfort for most people. I mean, I know it is. Like, I didn't realize how much of a stress eater I was. I didn't know it was a stress eater until it became stressful. And I'm like, why am I eating? Because deep down, Denise, you are a stress eater. I never thought I was, but I think I am. Her grandma used to say, life isn't for the weak. This is true. Life sucks pretty much all the time. And being old, as you're young, you always want to do as you get older. You just want to be an adult. Why? Stay a kid. These kids want to be adults. I don't want to be an adult. I'd rather be a kid. Yep. And I hear you, Roberto. You're a stress eater, Eleanor? I never thought I was, but apparently I'm a bored eater, I think. And I'm just a creature of habit eater. Like, I'm so used to sticking things right in my mouth and not realizing that I do it. Like, why did I just throw that in there? I didn't want it, so why am I chewing on it? So, I mean, if I'm smart, sometimes I spit it out, but sometimes I'm like, don't swallow it. Don't swallow. But, that's why I have to give myself some forgiveness, and if I've had a bad week, it's a bad time. And sometimes if I needed to be comforted by some extra chips, to me it was nuts and some of the bagged bars. I should have had a Built Bars, but I should have had, because it would have been less points and probably more filling. I hear you, Robbie. I hear you. But you know what? Maybe it saved you from doing something else. So you know what? You ate the pizza. Track it, and just this too will pass. We will. We will. It'll. You've proven how hard of a worker you are, and how dedicated you are. You'll get back. It will. Our time to shine will return. Not sure when, but hopefully soon. Exactly. Marlene says her friends used to say, life is hard, you pay taxes and then you die. Pretty accurate. Oh, you have very bad anxiety, Eleanor? I tend to, that's why I binge on Netflix. I zone out and I focus on the show so I can't think of anything. And if for a couple hours I can get away, it just helps me relax a little bit. Kim, probably 1,000 calories in fruit yesterday, trying not to eat other stuff. I hear you, Kim Bedgood. Yep, at least you have your cute little puppy dog. Our dogs are our lifesaver some days. Of course, mine is after bunnies right now, so he's had a really bad couple of days. He's been, going around the perimeter for weeks. And I kept saying, there's something there, because he's been pretty accurate. Well, lo and behold, two little cute little fur balls popped out from under the screen house. Cute little buddies. So yeah, if they come out the front, they're dead. I got nothing I can do about it. Circle of life. If they come out the front, because they're pretty dumb. They probably think that he's their mother, and they'll just go right up to him, and he'll just chew on them, and they'll squeal, and it'll just be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about my dog all night. That could be a whole vlog on its own, Bailey. My kids say, he's your favorite kid. I'm like, yeah, of course he's my favorite kid. It's not hard. He's good. Other than the shredding of the bunnies, he's a good dog. Yeah. You did find the mole, though. Oh, that fruit's working. So that's the key, Kim Bedgood. I got to start ODing on fruit. Well, good luck. Congratulations. Yep. I always say next life, I'm just having dogs. People like who can't have kids, just get a couple dogs and be done with it. Sometimes while watching TV, I have taken to chewing gum. I often wonder about chewing gum because you think to yourself, chewing starts off your digestive process. So if you're chewing, does your body think it's burning off and it burns off more? I haven't thought about that. That was deep thoughts with D. If you chew gum for hours, would your body be digesting everything that's in there, like burning up things? Probably not, but it's a good thought anyway. I used to be a big gum chewer, and then all of a sudden, chewing gum, I got to be a little gross. I don't know. I can only chew gum now. I have to spit it out. And I miss my car vlogs. I miss driving to work and vlogging. And people say you shouldn't drive, and I'm like, I don't look at the camera, and I just like I zone out on the road, and I don't really know that I just talk. And it's so much easier to talk when I'm not thinking about talking. I'm thinking about driving. But now that I sit here and I try to vlog, it's hard. You see me in the afternoon, I'm like, that's why I'm trying to do these, day in the life of D. What I do during the day and what I did yesterday. I did a face mask. I filmed myself putting a face mask on. I looked like Jason Voorhees. And it foamed up so it got real puffy. That was fun. And today I did a haul on my oils and vinegars from my little shops that I am obsessed with. So I showed, it's not even all of them because I used up a lot. There's about like 28 bottles of oil and vinegar. It's embarrassing. I really should have done that, but I let it all go. I showed each flavor. They're really good. My husband wanted to go up on my next day off. I said, I can't because I can't buy anymore. I need to finish these. But I'm missing a few of my favorites. Like my sun-dried tomato and Parmesan. My Italian herb. Yes, clean houses and grow up. Since I've been not feeling well, I haven't done anything. I need to start organizing. That was what I was going to do. No, I feel like crap. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel better. Oh, have you seen my tea tag from the summer? All my tea? It was embarrassing, the amount of flavors of tea that I have. And now, it's only gotten worse. Yeah, it's bad. I have a whole box. A few people have exchanged tea with me. A few subscribers have sent me a selection of their favorite teas, and I've sent a selection of my favorite teas back. So I even have more tea. And it's nice to try different ones, like things like that you wouldn't buy because who wants to buy a whole box? I bought a whole box at Trader Joe's of this. I can't think what it was even called. I don't like it. So yeah, it's fun to switch with to have like a tea switch. Oh, Renee's into the coffee. I see. I am a teetotaler. I try to like coffee. I try to like coffee. I try to like coffee. I don't like coffee. I've tried different flavors. I've tried different brands. I've tried different companies. I forgot. Let me try Starbucks because Starbucks is like, high end and frappuccinos and all these with milk. It's horrible. Iced coffee, hot coffee, frozen coffee, coffee ice cream. I tried. I tried. I've tried. And the mocha. Oh, this tastes like hot chocolate. No, it don't. It tastes like coffee with chocolate in it. But I have to say, when I make my deep dark chocolate cake, I do put strong coffee in it, and I don't taste it. So, flavored coffees in the morning. Oh, Lori used my brine recipe and made another jar of pickled carrots and a jar of pickled asparagus. By the way, when I reused the first jar of brine by reboiling, not great. Okay, I did it once. It seemed okay, but yeah, I think that I know. I think it's the monk fruit. To be honest, that probably doesn't survive well. My tea, I would say normally about 6 days, maybe. When did you order? Starbucks is way too strong. They just seem like they have like these blonde roasts and these like white things. Now Dunkin' has matcha. I mean, not a lot of people like matcha. It tastes like grass. I will admit that it tastes like grass, but I like it. And I love an iced latte. Oh, I had an iced latte a couple weeks ago on my way home from my meeting. It was so delish. I've never had one hot, but I've always had it iced. It was delicious. Oh, okay. Yeah, now with the way things are, I mean, I don't know. Do they send you like, I like when companies, I can't remember if they do this, I'm drawing a blank, that send you the confirmation link with the tracking number on it. I like that. Built Bar does that. So I can, look where my bars are. They had a bar special this week. Did you see that? They came out with key lime. Oh, no. That didn't interest me. Zero. Nope, I don't like lime. But it was green. I would if I was hoping when it mentioned like St. Patrick's Day, I was hoping it was like Irish potato because I would have ordered that. Yeah, Irish potato would have been all over. Key lime, not so much. I don't like any form of grass. Matcha just does has a grassy taste. Yeah, they don't because it's a mix. I asked too, but I got a medium. And I think with the nutritional information I found online, I think it was 8 points, and it was weigh day, and I had weeklies, and it was delicious. Because it wasn't much different between the small and the medium, so I thought, what the heck, I might as well go for the medium. I think it was only 2 points difference. I'm going to pay 6 points, and I'm going to spend 8 points. But I would get it again. It was really good because it was mixed well. Because sometimes at Starbucks, it sits at the bottom. They don't mix it like Dunkin'. I didn't have any like clumps of grass. That sounds really weird to say, but I didn't have any at Dunkin'. It was really good. Carvel. We used to. I think we do. Used to have one up in Mullica Hill. I don't know if it's still there. Steve, is the Carvel still in Mullica Hill? What? Is the Carvel still in Mullica Hill? We did have one. I'm not sure if it's still there. Yeah, no, I think it closed. That was the only one that I knew of. Why? What's that Carvel that I need to go to? Did you ever go to the place, Cold Stone Creamery, where they put on the slab and they put the mixings in? Delicious. There used to be. I don't know if there is anymore. I've been playing with this all day. Like, I'm going to hypnotize you. You will not eat. I love Cold Stone Creamery. Oh, I love cinnamon ice cream. There's an ice cream parlor a few towns over that has homemade small batch ice cream, and they have a whole selection of booze flavors. They had one the other night. It was called Irish potato. Well, actually, it was called it wasn't called Irish potato, but it was Irish potato. It was delicious. Oh, now we're going to be looking at this and wondering what you're playing with. Hey, Judith. Oh my, well, I'm so glad you had a good day. Maybe you could inspire us to have a better day. Oh, really? We used to have a Baskin Robbins not too far, but I think that has closed too. Baskin Robbins is my favorite place. My favorite place that had chocolate chip ice cream was Baskin Robbins. You know, I saw an opening and I went through. It's what I do, unfortunately. I'm not a big ice cream person. That's not something like I binge on, but I'm more of a salty, sweet person. Like I love a good chocolate covered pretzel, chips. I got a pack at Aldi, the dessert hummus, the chocolate hummus. That's the stuff that I jones for. Black licorice. Not a fan. It's funny. I'm not a fan of black licorice, but all of a sudden I've been into heavily the fennel bulb, the anise that you get in the produce section. It has like the fronds. The Italians always cook it. My goodness, my mother used to make it when we were young, and I never liked it. It has like a very licoricey taste, but all of a sudden, this last few months, I've been obsessed with it. Obsessed. I've made it several times. I think I've eaten all of it. I put like a vinaigrette on top. Oh, she's eating Halo Top. Lori's dad owned a soft serve ice cream when I was a kid. Best hot fudge. I'm glad, Judith. I'm glad. See? That makes me feel good. One person I'm helping, I am. You are so welcome. You're not. Oh, I wish I was. That's my problem with sweets and bread. They're pretty much food. But sweets and bread are my big ones. I have to have a carb at least twice a day. Ooh, your dad owned a Dunkin' Donuts. That's awesome. Like I always tell people I grew up in the Philadelphia area, and we had bread bakeries on the corner, like big brick ovens, and we always had fresh hot bread and pizzas and tomato pies, and there was water ice stands, and people sold pretzels on the corner. I grew up with this stuff on a daily basis. And it's like, and when you come to somewhere that they don't have it, it's like, I miss it. Like, oh, the bread we grew up with was crusty and chewy and just really good. But carbs are not good for the waistline. Oh, wow. I bet, Renee. That's got to be a busy thing. Oh, wow. Now Dunkins are like everywhere. When I was a kid, we never had a Dunkin' Donuts. It was like to go there was a special treat because it was never around us. Now they're like a dime a dozen. I could probably get to 4 within my immediate area. Which is like, now it's all about the coffee. It's all about the coffee. The donuts are kind of like, yeah, we have donuts, but it's all about the coffee. Don't be depressed. Let's change the subject. Let's think about. I guess. Oh, did you see the big thing about the Connect app? They were saying, not Connect, the Zoom, that we can get literally give out the code to people that don't pay for meetings. Like, say your neighbor just does, I track bites. You could give her the code to get into the meeting. Like, they can't police who has the code. So they're kind of like, don't give it out to people. Yeah, if you didn't say that, we wouldn't have known that we could do it. Like, that to me opens a big can of worms. So you can technically give that code out to anybody. How interesting is that? And we're not allowed to screenshot in there. You're not allowed to record and use it. Like, I couldn't take screenshots and use it in my vlog, or I couldn't record it and upload it as my own content. Not that I would, because I've got better content. But yeah, you can give your code out to anybody. And they just gave everybody the idea to give it out to their friends who don't belong to WW, which I think is a little bit funny. Good night, Renee. I believe so. I'm not quite sure I understand it that well, Lori. As today's the first day I saw codes in my Connect group, so I don't really know, but you need the code to type into the Zoom app, because it asked you for a thing and it put me right in there. And it says you should give yourself a few minutes in case for technical difficulties and learning how to maneuver around it. But I'm not sure. I want to say it does, because it's how you get into a room. I want to assume that each one has a different code, but I don't know for sure. And you can go as many. Good night, Renee. As many as you want. If you want to put in, you want to go every day, you probably could. Oh, so yeah, Judith. Like, if I gave you the code, you can get in. Because it's not like they know who's using the code. They're just going to have, you put the code. It's like a 7 or 8 digit code you type in. And, of course, now I'm saying this live, and they could get me for, Dish with D. We have to report her. She's telling the people about the code. It's the secret code. I'm not giving it out. But people will. But I thought it would be fun. Just came in here. Fun to do a T with D in there in Zoom. I have to think about how to do that, if it's free or not. Because they may have to pay for it. I'm not sure. Oh, what I did learn about being banned, did you hear when I gave the explanation, the woman? I know. I didn't learn anything. Actually, she called me on the phone, somebody from WW, because I made such a stink. Because nobody would respond to my email, and I must have sent about 10. And she was really, really nice. Her name was Taylor. And she gave me her number. She told me to call her anytime. And because you can't post, I don't think you were here when I said this, you can't post links in there. Links get highlighted, and they're big red flags. So any link that you have, you cannot post a link to anything in Connect. You could say, I could say, Tea with D tonight on my YouTube channel. You could find it at Dish with D. I can't put the www.youtube/Dish with D. That's a link, but I can sit there and tell them where to go. Even if you post the link. If somebody asks me to post a link, I cannot post the link. Yeah, Connect Jail. How did I not learn anything of being Connect Jail? Apparently not. No, I don't post links anymore. Though I did tell her, I said the last person I talked to said I could post, as long as I only posted twice, and that's all I did. So I'm not quite sure when that changed. But because it's a link to YouTube, and since I'm monetized, technically it's selling. And I have affiliate links on my YouTube channel. I have a Bill Barr and the Davidson. You have these affiliate links where you could potentially make money. Yeah. Oh, I make a ton of money. Yeah. 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 Look, if I make 8 cents a video. This isn't a career that you could really retire at. Let's put it that way. I think you can. My temple is having Shabbat services tomorrow night in Zoom. Was schmoozing right before. I like the schmoozing, but I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's free. I'm gonna have to look into it. I think it'd be fun because you can imagine all of us on Zoom. You have little photos of everybody. Oh, that was fun. Like I liked seeing people's faces, but to see their faces are like this. They all looked like they were tired and miserable. It was a little bit fun. And I'm like, I kept waving. Yeah, that's the difference, you know? I'm like, what? That's me. And they're all just, yeah, real good group that was tonight. Woo. But, yeah, I'm going to look out the Zoom. No food now. No food. But that'd be fun. Like, you could, but I don't know how, I don't know if more than one person talks at a time, if it like, doesn't allow that, because nobody talked over anybody tonight, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But it could work if you get the kinks worked out. If you get the people to stop having their televisions on and yelling at their kids and moving their devices around and making too much background noise. It could be fun. It could work for a few weeks. I certainly hope people get reimbursed, though, because if they're putting that money up for a monthly meeting, that's not it. And you know, Ed, what's your name had said that this is what they were thinking of doing, having virtual meetings. And the charge would be, I think it was $30 some dollars. I think Amy from Ennis for Nurse was saying that she heard it'd be like $30 some dollars a month to have an online meeting. But I don't know. It's one of those things that is this online stuff hard? It can be, but you have to really get used to it. Like it took me just to get used to the running questions and keeping up with that and trying to answer and know that there's questions you haven't seen. So it takes. Yeah, I've been doing this since the summer. Yeah, it was like August. I think I did my first live. So it's been a while. It took me quite a while to get the hang of trying to multitask because you're talking and you're looking and you're talking and you're looking. But if I can do it, they can do it. I have faith. So does anybody have anything else before we log off for the evening? Tomorrow is Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Fast week. Today's the first day of spring, or is it tonight? I think they said the equinox is late tonight. I think it's 11:30 or something. But spring is here. That's crazy. Spring. Flowers are already blooming in my front. My daffodils are up. We'll have Easter before you know it. I already have the Easter bunny out back, so I'm ready to go. Ready to go. My Easter bunny's hopping around. They're cute. Leap year. There you go. I just wonder why it was so late, though. I never remember hearing. Maybe I just never paid attention. Like, because she said 11:40. I'm like, 11:40? But, yep. Yeah. Wasn't it just leap year? Wasn't it just the 29th of February? Now it is March, what? 19th. Wow. Cray. It'll be summer again. Jeez, I wonder if kids will be going to school all through the summer. Wouldn't that be crazy? But all right, well, I thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys, got away from it for a while. I will be posting in my Facebook group. If you haven't joined, please do. There's a link in my description box. Dish with These Waste Watching Warriors. That's where I'm going to post my binge list. It's just the series. All the series I watched on Netflix that have like about 8 to 10 episodes. Some of them are really good. Some of them are a little scary. You're like, that's what you watch, Dee? Yeah, that's what I watch. I like to be scared. I like suspense. I like to be scared. Keeps it interesting. Have a great night. Have a good day tomorrow. I enjoyed it too. Don't forget to give the thumbs up before you leave, if you haven't already. Have a good night. Maybe we will dish tomorrow. I'm home because we're social distancing. So I'm home tomorrow. So good night. Have a pleasant tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow night if you're available.